This is He Knows Everything, bringing you that heat and that fire. We keeping a foot on the whoop on the knees. We keeping a foot on the whoop on the knees. And like the Tibetan mastiff that I am, man. Like the Siberian tiger that I am, I'm applying whoop one DVD pressure. Because pressure does what? Heat versus pipes. Let's talk about it, man. Alright. Errol the True Spence will properly retire Manny Pacquiao via AARP retirement Pac-Man style parts 72. So hear me fucking well. Let's get on to it. Manny Pacquiao's son has been prostrating himself. Look at him behind, the background here. We get it. Your dad was a legend. And listen to the operative word, was a legend. We get it. Your father is someone that you look up to. And it's good to look up to men, looking up to other men. It's good that a younger man realizes that basically the older guy, the elder statesman, has achieved feats that is worth looking up to. But don't get the shit twisted. Your father will be properly retired come August 21st. When we sit here and look at the Spence versus the Pacquiao fight, we see a coronation. We see basically a passing of the torch, the passing of the guards. What we see is Errol the True Spence properly retiring Manny Pacquiao. If you guys recall, He Knows Everything told you guys that Errol the True Spence basically has one thing that is similar in his fighting stance with Manny Pacquiao. You want to know what that is? It's called punches and bunches. See, Manny Pacquiao throws a lot of punches around, where Errol the True Spence does the same thing. Key reference, the Mikey Garcia fight. In the Mikey Garcia fight, Errol the True Spence threw 1,200 punches in that fight. That's over 1,000 punches that Manny Pacquiao averages and normally throws. So Spence's punch rate is there. And the thing about Spence's punch rate that's different than Manny Pacquiao is Spence's punches and bunches has tactical aggression behind it. It has technical punching placement behind it. It has body snatching work, the levying onslaught, the punishment style behind it. The reason for this is because Spence systematically breaks down his opponents. So when we look at Manny Pacquiao and we see the fate of Manny Pacquiao, we see a fighter that Errol the True Spence is going to properly retire. The reason for this is because Spence is going to nullify Manny Pacquiao with skills, and he's going to nullify him with talent. And then he's going to also nullify him with what we call timing. Manny Pacquiao is going to find himself in a precarious situation because Spence is in the Texas dungeon at over 150 degrees, wearing himself out. And when I say wearing himself out to greatness. Because like we've said before, greatness personification can only be hindered. The motherfucker can't be stopped. So when you're in a Texas dungeon and you're wearing yourself out so that you can demolish your opponent. Manny Pacquiao doesn't understand that he's going to fight the best Errol the True Spence. All of these people that are saying that Manny Pacquiao is going to win, it's that much more of a punishment that Errol the True Spence is going to give Manny Pacquiao. Let me say it again. All of these people that are saying that Manny Pacquiao is going to win, it's that much more punishment that Errol the True Spence is going to give Manny Pacquiao. Because Spence is not here to play with Manny Pacquiao. That's what fight fans need to understand. Spence is not here to basically give Manny Pacquiao any indication, any verification, any certification, any authorization, any what we would say silver lining for him to think at any given moment that he's going to win this fucking fight. Manny Pacquiao will be properly fucking retired. The reason for this is because Spence does not have time to play with Manny Pacquiao. It's bulldozing Filipinos fashion. So I'm sorry to say this, Emmanuel Pacquiao Jr., but your dad is going to get demolished. This is going to be worse than anything you've seen from Juan Manuel Marquez. And I saw your face. I saw how you cried that your father, who is your hero, and it's a good hero to have, because my father's my hero too. So I salute you for that. But it's going to be a bad day for you to see that your hero is going to hit that canvas, because that's exactly what's going to happen. See, there's dreams, and then there's reality. The dream is you believe your father is going to do the impossible. Right there, that tells you it's a uphill battle. That tells you that Spence is going to win, because you guys are hoping. You guys are doing what's called wishful thinking. You guys are doing what we call, basically, you're sitting there and pondering if Manny Pacquiao will win. Well, I can tell you this, and I can tell you this with surety, that come August 21st, Errol the True Spence is going to properly retire Manny Pacquiao via Aarp retirement Pac-Man style. There are no two ways around it, and book it. The reason why I know this on surety, the reason why I know this on rocky foundation that can never be shaken or breaking, and the reason why you guys know it erroneously on sandy foundation that always leads into a quicksand is as simple as this: that Errol the True Spence comes in a Punisher style. He's a Punisher by trade. He's the judge, the jury, and the executioner. He decides your fate in the ring. So I'm sorry to tell you this, Emmanuel Pacquiao Jr., but your father, Manny Pacquiao, is going to get properly retired. The best advice you can give your father right now is to not sit here and in cockamamie fashion wish that he wins. It's to basically say, Dad, you're fighting Mr. Tactical Aggression. You're fighting Mr. Technical Punching Placement. And you're fighting Mr. Body Snatching Work, the living onslaught, the punishment style. So it's time to fill out the Aarp card. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat color fashion. I keeps the foot on the whoop. The Eeks. I keeps the foot on the whoop. The Eeks. This is He Knows Everything. Check it out.